Oh wow, there's a new Nintendo Direct incoming. Let's see what Nintendo has planned for us this year. But first, here are my predictions before we get started. Things I'd like to see basically. Pikmin 4, of course. I love Pikmin 3, so I'm excited to see Pikmin 4. A bit more about Tears of the Kingdom. However, I believe it will get its own direct, so it will probably not be too much in this direct. There might be a trailer or something, but anything would be cool. Something else I'd love to see is a new Metroid Prime 4 logo reveal. It's been a couple of years since the project restarted, and I feel like by now we deserve at least a new logo. On that same note, something to do with Donkey Kong, maybe a new Donkey Kong Bongo game. However, with Rare being busy with Metroid Prime 4, I doubt that they're busy working on a new Donkey Kong game, which is quite sad. Something else I'd like to see, Advance Wars. Maybe it can be like a stealth drop, just release all of a sudden, unless they have a set date. Some more Mario Kart DLC, of course. That would be awesome. I'd also love to see something like a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet update that fixes the game. I would love to see the game in a working state before I finish it, so that my opinion can be a bit better about it. Mother 3, that would be awesome. And along with that, how about some more Game Boy games, like Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games? It would be awesome to see that coming to the Nintendo Switch. It will probably be part of the online subscription, where they'll charge us $100 this time. And finally, this one will probably not happen because the first half of this year is already so jam packed, but I would like to see a Luigi Odyssey. It would basically be the same as Mario Odyssey. You would still play as Mario, but in this one, instead of wearing Cappy, you wear Luigi as a hat. So, yeah, that's my predictions, and let's hope we see some of these things. Let's go. It's a beautiful raining evening. Let's hope the power starts. Oh, something's happening. Something's happening. Let's see how much money I need to spend. Okay, first up. Is this a Mario and Rabbids DLC? Oh, yeah, Pikmin 4. Oh, a new character. Maybe some new Pikmin as well. So far it's looking good. Looking like your average Pikmin game. More Pikmin is always good. Oh boy, I really want to finish the Pikmin 3 now. Ooh. Haha, that's cool. Oh, no way. Do you lose those Pikmin then? Hmm. So he's basically just like a strong Pikmin. It's cute. Isn't that gonna take a lot out of the challenge? Oh no, come on. Come on. Don't tell me my network dropped now because of the rain. Ah, there we go. Okay. So I'm a bit behind, but it's okay. I hope they bring back some of the older characters as well, even if it's just like in extra content, like they did with Olimar in Pikmin 3. I quite enjoyed that. Just gonna put this a bit softer. I'm not that crazy about the spaceship, but Pikmin 4, we've got it. Oh boy. Okay, so in July, I know what I'm getting for my birthday in August.
And I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. That was the latest trailer for Pikmin 4. A dog-like creature was spotted. What kinds of things will it show us? Please look forward to more information in the future. Let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Okay, here we go.
This new hero is a real gem. Introducing Volume 3.
Okay, more expansion. I completely forgot about Xenoblade Chronicles. I still want to play this series, but just the thought of playing a game that's this long scares me. And on the other hand, there I've gone and spent how many hours on Minecraft, so at some point I'm going to have to face an RPG. There's some RPGs that are still fun to play that I've still played, like I played Ys 7, Lacrimosa of Dana, and I enjoyed that quite a lot, but that's more of an action RPG. But I don't know, Xenoblade Chronicles... Yeah. The first one looks interesting. I am not that interested in the second one due to the battle mechanics. It's not that I think it's terrible, it's just... It's not my taste, and I would rather deal with another game than deal with that mechanics. There's so many more games that I still need to play. Okay. Oh, a rhythm game. Okay. Oh boy, they're finally doing something with the Joy-Cons. I feel like they really miss out on using features of the Joy-Cons a lot. There's so many things that the Joy-Cons can do and they just don't use it. I hope there's a way for Nintendo Switch Lite users to play this game. Probably touchscreen. I didn't listen to what the guy said. I should probably start listening. But this does not look like something I'm going to be playing unless I play it at a friend's house, because I'm not buying this. It looks cool though, so people who like that type of game, good for you guys.
Got a passion for fashion?
Uh,
Welcome to Fashion Dreamer. This is the place to glam it up and express yourself. Here, you'll aim to become a stylish influencer. And you're in luck. Tons of people are seeking the latest trends.
okay, but
Give them a like if you dig their style. Or suggest
Is-
new outfits for them to grow as an
No.
influencer.
there has to be something more to this game, otherwise This is basically just a mobile game.
Choose from over 1,000 design options.
And not even a new mobile game. This is like
Personal touch to give your item a fun.
stuff from iPhone 4 days.
You can get the items other people are wearing by liking them. Mix and match your favorites to create.
Okay, I get that there are some people who would enjoy this.
By connecting online, you can expand your friend circle and grow your brand.
But is this direct content? If this is the level that we're going to be getting,
Get styling when Fashion Dreamer debuts exclusively on Nintendo Switch. This
we got Pikmin 4, guys. Pikmin 4.
delve into these dark worlds. Dracula's castle beckons in this new
Oh, yeah.
for the roguelite action platformer Dead Cells.
I still need to finish Dead Cells.
Castle's hellish
I've played it for a bunch,
Richter Belmont
and I put it down one day and haven't picked it up yet, but I'm craving to go back to it so much.
wield the vampire killer and other iconic weapons as you vanquish legions of monsters in frenetic combat.
Oh, this is quite cool.
12 original covers and 51
Nice.
from the Castlevania series accompany you during your quest in Dead Cells. Return to Castlevania.
Well, if we're not getting a new Castlevania game, at least we're getting this.
Pre-orders begin today.
Looks quite cool. Oh, and it's available right now. Or today.
Enter a new grid in this narrative puzzle adventure set within the Tron universe. Uncover dangerous truths
Okay.
and retrieve what was lost as you navigate through a perilous world.
Is that the way the game's gonna look the whole time? Just a bunch of
Journey and
moving
your server.
stalls, basically.
Identity launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this April.
None of the characters has made any movement,
There. Wait,
except slightly moving.
well, that can't be.
What's that?
The time-bending murder mystery Ghost Trick returns in HD.
Huh.
After kicking the bucket and becoming a ghost, you can possess and control objects.
I've never seen this before.
Even help
This looks cool.
this woman and change any ill-fated fates. Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, Spirits onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Okay.
Two connected worlds, one suspenseful thriller.
問題ない搭載不ついに来たな
This looks like it could be fun.
デカシムは刑事訓練用の仮想空間現実がコピーされた世界
すごいここ本当に仮想空間なのこの事件のパズルを解き明かすまだ30分も経ってないよそもそもこの事件には最初から違和感があった
Oh, this looks interesting.
事件の犯人はお前だ
I'd like to try it out.
警察だおとなしくしろ
武力兵器の使用はデカバングルにかざして申請
ヒゲじじ宝石強奪未遂で現行犯逮捕する面白くなるよ
It's got some Digimon vibes going on.
誰かがデータを置き換えたんだ
Maybe this is where I'll make my return to an RPG game.
それって完全に犯罪だぞこれが犯罪だこの狂ったま
Where I actually get invested in one again. I should really play Final Fantasy X again.
私服を肥やす豚どもは一匹の
But this looks fun. Level 5, always good to...
Once upon a time, there was a witch and a demon. Experience
Is this the Bayonetta?
witch named Cereza. Seeking the
Ah.
power to rescue her imprisoned mother, she ventures deep into the Avalon forest ruled by fairies.
But hasn't this already been announced?
I'm going to become a witch and save mummy
It looks quite strange.
There, she'll encounter the otherworldly demon Cheshire.
Confession, I haven't really gotten into
Witch and demon
Bayonetta that much.
harness Cereza's magic and
Uh,
ferocity to travel through this mysterious and dangerous
I would like to get into it, but I want to buy the physical copy and I can't find the physical copy anywhere
Cereza cannot attack and can only support
that is worth the price. Everyone had bought the physical copy and now they're overcharging it, and it doesn't even have the code worth.
one to focus on
I would like to get the Japanese version where you have both on the cards. This looks different.
the duo will gain strength as they continue their journey. By obtaining more powers, new paths can be opened, and battles can be more easily swayed in your favor. Can Cereza
It looks like a more family-friendly. Got quite what you call
Bayonetta Origins?
Bloodroots vibes
Lost Demon prowls onto the
to an
Nintendo
extent.
system
Maybe no.
on 17th. Pre-orders are available
We'll see.
on Nintendo eShop.
How was that? Next, please take a look at this.
Here we go. Oh, more Splatoon 3 content. The rain's starting to pick up. Let's hope the power stays on. They could have really made that a bit faster. It's a bit dragged out in my opinion. I mean, there's a couple of seconds that they could have shown us something already, and we're busy just looking at the camera going around. Of course, they can no longer just make a full game. There always has to be an expansion pass.
Expansion Pass. This paid DLC includes 2 waves of content.
This is one thing that's gonna hurt the Splatoon series. In the future, when you pick up a Splatoon game, there's not gonna be much to do, because they always keep the story mode so small. So unless you have a group of people who play the game together, do some multiplayer, these games are only going to be fun as long as the online multiplayer aspect of them lasts. So I could imagine when the next Nintendo console comes out, then Splatoon 3 might get ported to it. But I could see Splatoon 2 going offline, and then yeah, it will be a sad day. Music in Splatoon is always really good, really enjoyable. It's quite different. Why are they trying to make a kid's game look that way? Is this now the actual trailer that... Yeah, see, this is where they should have started, and then they could have shown the other things without that long intro where nothing happened. I'm just complaining about everything, hey. This does look cool though. That does look cool.
Wave 1 Inkopolis launches this spring. Wave 2 Side
Wave 2 looks cool.
Future. The Splatoon 3
So far, we're not doing too bad. We've got Pikmin 4, and there was 1 or 2 other games. So far, I don't need a new job yet, or another job, second job. Let's see if they can keep it this way.
We'll be able to enjoy the game even more with the upcoming paid expansion packs. Please look forward to more information about Splatoon 3 in the future. Let's see some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Okay.
Adventure awaits Mickey and friends on Illusion Island.
This doesn't look like my kind of game to begin with, but this is probably for kids, so
Goofy. Embark on a new
I'm gonna get a lot of slack for saying that.
Save the mysterious island of Monarch.
This doesn't even look like
Jump
the characters. This looks like that weird version of the characters, like they did with Ed, Ed and Eddie,
by unlocking special abilities.
and with the Powerpuff Girls. Like, when did this art style become the new cool art style?
Round pound barriers to open new spaces and glide through the air to reach distant platforms and hidden areas. Each character's personality shines.
They look like meme versions of themselves.
Locally can brave the island.
Like something someone would actually draw and put on 9gag and be like,
For larger jumps,
hey Dolan.
to lend a hand. Work together to save Monarch, and you might discover new paths. While exploring the island, you'll meet unusual
Apart from the art style, it does look quite fun.
Study their movements carefully to figure out the secrets to victory.
I hope it's
Mickey and friends on a high-flying adventure in Disney.
it's got different difficulty settings.
Streaming onto Nintendo Switch July 28. Pre-orders
The
begin
gameplay
today
looks
on
fun,
Nintendo
so
eShop.
maybe I'll pick it up for my son and give it a try.
More emblems are on the way. New emblems are coming to future waves of the Fire Emblem Engage
Expansion
Pass
boss.
DLC. Wave 2 includes Hector,
Like,
Emblem of Strength,
I understand if the game has been out for
counterattacks,
quite some time, and then they're like, okay,
Acumen,
the game is
magic spells over a wide area.
finished now. We've done everything we can. Now we're gonna work on some expansion content. But the game has barely been out, and they're already announcing expansion content. Well, this is already wave 4,
Foes with sword and
or wave 3. What the hell?
Veronica, Emblem of Heroes.
The rain is really getting hectic. Let's hope the power stays on.
Challenge newly added missions to recruit these new emblems. And in Wave 4, a new story called Belzinolog will be unlocked.
Thank you for answering our prayers.
Who is it that's putting your world in danger now?
Watch out! Assassin!
Wave 2 of the Fire Emblem Engage expansion pass for the Fire Emblem Engage game launches on the Nintendo
Yeah,
Switch system
Fire Emblem.
today.
I don't know, man.
Take control of your destiny. This is Reverie, a world in which deities known as aspirations dwell. When a megacorp endangers the harmony between Reverie and our world, the future of humanity hangs in the balance. In this narrative adventure, harness your divine gift of clairvoyance to travel between worlds. See the future and decide humanity's fate. Many branching story paths.
The rain is really getting loud.
by celestial
I can't hear what they're saying anymore,
set
so
the stage for your journey. Eventually, you'll side with
I
one
need
of
some
the six
headphones.
aspirations like Bond. Power.
Oh,
or
come on.
chaos to change the story's outcome.
There we go.
To which destiny do you aspire? Harmony: The Fall of Reverie launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch.
I completely missed that, but at the same time, it doesn't look like my cup of tea, so we're okay. Yay! I still haven't finished the first one, but I've enjoyed what I've played of it. I hope this time they would actually make the stories more intertwined, where if you've got a certain party member, they will interact with the other party members' stories. Because the first game really felt... Oh, yeah. Oh, when are we getting a new Katamari game? Hopefully this will lead to a new Katamari game, but On the other side, you can't really do much if you've already got the perfect game. So how do you make the perfect game better? You just remaster it.
Active Nintendo Switch Online members can play a free game trial of Katamari Damacy Reroll.
Oh, cool. I love the art style.
Freely traverse a breathtaking world.
Oh, nice.
Characters from all walks of life and devastate foes with timed attacks in battle. Complement your journey with enchanting melodies and retro-inspired tunes from
This looks like the next. Like, this is what I'd like to see in a
Sea of Stars. Sails
RPG, not just the normal stuff. Games need to evolve with time. If we just keep to the same old formula,
Nintendo eShop.
we might as well just play the same old game.
Online multiplayer showdown.
Well, at least we got something with the name Odyssey in it, but no one's wearing Luigi as a hat, so
Use each striker's skills to dominate.
it doesn't look. This doesn't look fun. It looks like freaking.
Block areas to
What's that game? Air hockey.
or knock opponents out of the arena with explosive moves. Omega Strike slides onto Nintendo Switch.
So many live service games that's getting shut down. At the same time, so many new mobile ones opening up.
Dive back into the sprawling labyrinth. A collection of the first 3 Etrian Odyssey games is coming to Nintendo Switch, remastered in HD. Many treasures
I think I've got this on PS Vita, but I've never played it. Is it on PS Vita?
is your only guide. By drawing the map as you explore, you can progress even further. Venture into the labyrinth
Yeah.
adventurers. As the guild leader, you'll assign them roles
I don't know, I'll rather play Persona.
or the ultra-fast Dark Hunter.
I still haven't played the first one, I just couldn't get into it.
Should you fall in battle, you can change your team and learn new skills to strengthen your party.
Look, people who like this type of game, this is quite cool, and I'm happy for you guys.
24 newly drawn character illustrations are included. Plus, take advantage of new difficulty options and a new auto mapping function for smoother exploration.
But yeah, I've got such a big backlog that
Nintendo Switch
this is not the type of game I'm adding to it.
will also be available separately on Nintendo Wii.
Since my backlog has been growing and gotten so big, I'm really picky with the games that I add to it now. Because I don't even think I'm going to finish all my games anytime until the next generation comes out. Yeah, here we go. Finally. Unless someone else also now starts a war.
Each one filled with colorful turn-based tactical action. Flex your strategic muscles across a multitude
I remember playing this on Game Boy Advance a bit.
plus go head-to-head in local and online play.
I never went too far with it, but
Plus 2 Reboot Camp comes to Nintendo
maybe I should play it on Game Boy Advance again.
Begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Okay. Oh boy, get the smells out of here.
A new story will unfold in the Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe game. Magalore, the interdimensional traveler from the main adventure, has lost his powers and must escape the realm between dimensions.
Is this is a port, right?
All he can do now is a basic attack and jump. To regain Magalore's powers, you'll need to collect magic points by defeating enemies. With magic points, different abilities can be restored and enhanced.
They released so many Kirby games, but very
Increase his attack range
few of them feel like they're unique enough to
to you.
stand out.
There are over 20 interdimensional stages.
So this just looks like another Kirby game. It doesn't look like... I know it's a different character,
4 players on the same system can venture through this mysterious
completely different character. Well, I mean, in the Kirby universe, but
Can Magalore
Kirby needs, like the last one, I can't even remember the name now.
Clearing story mode.
But they really need Kirby games to stand out a bit more.
After today's Nintendo Direct, a demo will be available on Nintendo eShop. Up to 4 players can play a specially arranged demo with select stages and sub-games. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe launches on the Nintendo Switch.
Yay for Kirby!
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
We hope you're looking forward to the new story in Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Next, here's some news about Nintendo Switch Online. Please take a look.
Oh, is this the Game Boy Advance stuff and Game Boy stuff? Oh, yep. We got that one. Is it just going to be Game Boy, or are they going to do Game Boy Advanced as well?
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online. On Nintendo Switch, you can play these games.
Let's hope they get added to the normal tier, and then they add Advanced to the
Let's introduce the games
bigger
that are
tier.
available at launch.
Tetris. Awesome.
Tetris. Arrange the falling Tetraminos and aim for a high score.
Let's hope they add Pokemon.
Super Mario Land 2, 6 gold
That would be awesome.
Reclaim the castle.
Having the original Pokemon games.
The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX. Awaken the Windfish to escape Covalent Island.
I need to finish this game. It's so much fun on the
Gargoyle's Quest. Save the Moon Realm as Firebrand.
Game & Watch,
Goblin
but
series.
I haven't.
Game & Watch Gallery 3. Play an assortment of Game & Watch titles.
Oh, I had this game.
Alone in the Dark. The New
Oh,
Nightmare. Solve a murder mystery on the supernatural
Oh,
Shadow
Game Boy.
Island.
Ooh.
Metroid 2: Return of Samus. Destroy the Metroids hiding on planet
Let's hope this is part of the normal one. Then I'll actually consider
Land 3.
subscribing for my next year.
Between day and night based on your actions. Kirby's Dreamland. Float, inhale,
And where's Pokemon? Come on. We need Pokemon.
You can use the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters. Up to 2 players can play compatible games together locally or online.
Maybe time to get the family package.
Games will be added in the future.
Oh, yes, Pokemon trading card game.
And
Ah, yeah. Please don't be a completely new tier.
Game Boy Advance games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online.
Yes. Okay, that's acceptable.
Here are the games that you can play at
Game Boy Advance games are cool, but to be honest, a lot of them.
Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3. Play 38 extra levels from the Nintendo e-reader accessory.
Ooh, cool.
WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games. Experience the origins of the lightning fast micro games.
Cool, guys. So we've got Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Finally,
Goal without hitting obstacles.
I was my
Mario Kart
my Nintendo Switch Online subscription is expiring soon, and I was really thinking, is there really any reason for me to renew it?
Adventure through a zany world and fight with
Yes. The answer is yes.
The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap.
I never finished this, but it was so fun what I played of it.
Big adventure. Local and online play is supported for compatible games. And
Oh, shame. Now no one's gonna buy Mario Kart anymore. Mario Kart 8.
more games will be added to this library as well.
Golden Sun. I loved that game.
After this presentation, you can play these Game Boy titles with the Nintendo Switch Online membership. Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership.
Where's my Switch? I need to.
Select Game Boy titles will be playable on Nintendo Switch.
I need to download it. Where's my?
Play the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles.
Oh, come on.
Please look forward to more information about Nintendo Switch Online and Nintendo
I think my Switch is in the car. So As soon as this is done, I'm heading out in the rain to go fetch my Switch. Yeah! Yeah! Finally. We might get a new logo for Metroid Prime 4 after this. They should release this and then give at least 3 months before they release Metroid Prime 4. Just so that people who haven't played it gets a chance to try it out. But this was really... They should have had this so much earlier on the Switch. This would have made it stand out as a shooter game console. This is so much different to your average shooter game. It's so much fun. Yeah. Wait, is it just one? Just one. Wait. If they release this one and then they release the other ones leading up to number 4, then yes. But don't just release this one and then number 4. I might need to get a weekend job if it keeps going on like this. I need the physical, but I also need it. Okay. This really has to be good leading up after Metroid Prime Remastered. Is this another detective-looking game? So the last Direct was filled with farming sim games. Maybe this one will be filled with detective games. But this does look cool. I'm guessing this Direct is almost going to be over. And uncovered the truth. Raincoat. Ah, I heard someone say that they're looking forward to that. I haven't ever heard of these games. Oh, that looks cool. Not the game, that floating island. See, it feels a bit slow. Okay. It's lost me.
In these real-time battles, you'll need to make split-second decisions to edge closer to victory.
So, the Direct's almost done, but there's still a chance for us to get a game where someone wears Luigi as a hat.
Kaidos 1 and 2 HD remaster dive into your new fantasy life.
It's probably going to be a detective one. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, yeah.
While exploring the once thriving island, you'll meet a mysterious girl. Then travel between past and present,
Something about it just...
make the island your own.
Is this like Animal Crossing?
I'm a woodcutter, angler,
This is like Animal Crossing with a bit of action built into it.
fishing, and more
I think this game is going to do well.
to develop the island. How will you rebuild?
If this game released before Animal Crossing, then Animal Crossing would have had some tough competition.
1,000 years,
But I believe fans of the Animal Crossing series would also love this game.
life on. The girl
You can do so many different things. Level 5 again. They're releasing a lot of nice, good games. Good for them. Ooh, what's this? Oh yeah, Professor Layton. Is this a remaster? Ooh.
Wave pool
There we go.
racing.
Mario Kart DLC.
Yoshi's Island. A brand new course is zooming into Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC. Birdo, who originally hit the
Yay,
track
Birdo.
Double Dash, is
New
also
characters.
to Wave
That's...
4.
Oh yeah. That would be cool if they add a couple... Please just not just be one character in all of the DLC.
Wave 4 of the Mario
They
Kart
could really
Deluxe
push
Booster Course
some games by adding characters to
Pass.
Mario Kart. It would really... People love Mario Kart, so I don't see why they wouldn't want to add characters to Mario Kart from different games. Just don't let it end up full of Fire Emblem characters. Please, Nintendo. Please. I enjoyed these games on the Game Boy Advance. Some of them were fun, but some of them added some mechanics that just made me not enjoy it as much as previous ones. This looks like a Hollow Knight looking game. Okay. Okay. Ooh, yeah. This could be fun.
Thank you for staying with us so far. This will be our last segment. Please take a look.
Tears of a Kingdom. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to this. Oh, nice. They should just not go the route Pokemon went by adding too many creatures in one area and making the game stutter.
Rise, rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
Ooh, upgraded enemies. It's gonna feel a bit strange playing in the same world. It's gonna feel like this should have been DLC.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
It's still gonna be awesome. I'm still looking forward to it. Oh, nice. Exploring Hyrule in your buggy.
Please, lend him your power.
There needs to be some kind of multiplayer thing happening. Or imagine if you could play as Zelda. So many people have been asking for
The
that.
Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Raina, settle
Latest
down.
entry in the Legend of Zelda series. In addition to the standard version, a collector's edition of the game containing various items will release on launch day. A new amiibo figure of Link from this game will also be available on the same day. We hope you're looking forward to Link's latest grand adventure. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Oh,
Thank you for watching.
no one wore Luigi as a hat. It seems like my wallet is safe. Not too many new games, but feel like it's 100% necessity. And there we go. Thanks for watching with me. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later.